you will be watching this on Thursday. And hopefully you saw yesterday's video. Hopefully you did a little bit of your work that I sent along with you that you got on Tuesday afternoon. Don't sit down and do it all in one shot. You need to make it last each day, just as like at school, we do different worksheets each day. That's what I want you to do while you're home these few weeks. Hopefully it won't be for very long. I sure do miss you. I've been telling everybody I know I miss you so much. So today on our calendar, we would go ahead, just like yesterday, go through all of the numbers that from the beginning to the end, and then today it would be the number 26, of course, for Thursday, March 26, 2020. We would go through the season and the weather calendar again. We would go through and say the Bible verse again. We would say the God words again. I didn't add in, boys and girls, you probably noticed, I didn't add in the sign language for our God words for this week, but I will start that for next week, okay? I got to find out from Mrs. Super what our last two words are, the sign language for them, because I can't really remember right now. But as we would finish up our calendar, I want to get in a little math in there. The boys and girls have been working so hard at skip counting, and it's so much fun to hear them do it. And they can skip count with my help, some of them. They can skip count by twos. They can skip count by fives. And Mrs. Van Otterloo next door in the kindergarten classroom just taught us a brand new song to go along with our skip counting by tens. And boys and girlies, I bet you remember it even better than I remember it. I can't really remember it very well, but I'm going to try to go through it. And I want you to do it with mom and dad too. And you don't even have to sing the song. You can just go through the numbers if you want to, okay? But I'm going to start us out and sing it today. And that way you can try it with your mom and dad, okay? All right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I can count by tens up to 100, up to 100. Here we go again. Last time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I hope y'all remember that. We just learned it. I think it was that last week before school was out. But I know that you're going to be able to do those numbers. That's really good for you to be practicing with mom and dad. So do your twos and your fives and your tens. And if you have a calendar to look at while you're going through those numbers or a numbers chart, it'd be really good for the boys and girls to see those numbers also as they're saying them. Boys and girlies, we talked about the letter U yesterday, and we read the story about the umbrella bird. Now today, here's what I want you to do. I want you to sit down with grandma or grandpa or mom or dad or even an older brother and sister, and I want you to come up with as many words that you can that begins with the or the oo sound, and write them all down. And you don't need to send me all of those words, but I want to know how many you came up with, because each week you've been getting better and better and better at doing this. I love how you go home and talk to mom and dad about it and come back with about 3 or 4 more for us to add to our list. We have had so many world records lately that it's crazy. So with all of us doing this on our own at home with mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, I bet you'll come up with even more. Use a little bit tougher. There's not going to be as many U words, words as we've had with letters in the past. But I bet you can come up with a bunch. I know that you will. Don't forget to do your journal today. Also today, you are going to do the second part of your handwriting sheet. I want you to go down now and do your lowercase u's. Make sure, boys and girlies, first of all, I should have told you this yesterday. Remind mom and dad about what the top line is called, headline, and what the middle line is called, belt line, and the lower letter, or the lower line, that's the foot line. Today, your lowercase u is going to fit right in between that space between the belt line and the foot line. and make sure you bump up to the belt line and sit it right on top of the foot line. No floating letters, okay? Okay. Make sure that you take a picture of this so that you can send it to me on Friday. I want to see how well you did. I wish I had a bunch of stickers to send you. Maybe I'll get some together for next week for Mom and Dad to put on your work that you do, because I know you're just going to do so many great things. Today, boys and girlies, I've got a couple activities for you to do. One of them is you're going to color your own book. Now, we've done these before. I love it when you do these. I'm going to come up a little bit closer so you can see it. This is called the Colors of My Rainbow, Colors of My Umbrella. And on this first page, we've talked a lot about the colors that clouds can be, that you can color them light blue or dark blue or purple or even pink. Some of them want to color pink. That's okay. But this first umbrella, you do that whatever color you want, because on each page that you turn, it's going to have a specific color that I want you to color. I want you to read this with Mom or Dad, Grandma or Grandpa, or brother and sister. I want you to read the sentence and then read the color word that it says. A lot of you are going to be able to do this. Maybe even just with a couple of clues, you're going to be able to do this. So for instance, here is my black umbrella. So you're going to color the whole umbrella black. I have a black umbrella. I need a purple umbrella, but I have a black umbrella. The next page is a different color. Same sentence, but a different color. It goes on and on and on. Be careful. You got to read that word carefully, because I don't want you to mess up. I want you to make sure that you get all the colors in there. This color says gray. We don't color very much with gray. I hope you have a gray in your color box. And then on the very last page, wait for it. It says, the last one says, here is my brown umbrella. But then on this back page, you can make your own umbrella, and you can make it whatever color you want. You can make it rainbow, or you can put a special picture on it. I don't care. This is going to be your special masterpiece. So make your own on the back. After you finish this, you can send me the picture of the completed book. You don't need to show me each and every page, but might be a good idea if you show me just to write on there that they were all good, or if there was a couple little mistakes. That might be good for me to know too. So if they can't read the color word by themselves, adults, go ahead and give them clues, because they'll be able to get these. The next activity we're going to do, this is one, Mom and Dad, you don't know about these because you haven't seen them come home yet. We do an alphabet sheet each week with the letter that we're working on, but we keep them here at school because these are going to go in the boys and girls portfolios that they're going to bring home at the end of the school year. So these you can just keep. You don't need to send them back in. We won't add them to the portfolio. But I would like for you to complete them. It would be really good for them to do. Boys and girls, our letters this week are you. And I don't know if you can see it or not, or if you can tell what it is, but this is underwater. So I'm going to send you some pictures, some stickers that you can put on here. First of all, color it. You see how I colored mine? Doesn't have to be just like mine at all. But I put on some waves, and then I made my water underneath, and spoiler alert, I used blue and green together on top of each other, just like we've talked about before. And I added the sun above, and then you can put on your stickers that I have in there. It'll be beautiful at the end. So remember, you don't need to send me a picture of it, but you don't need to send this back, okay? That's all that we have for today. And for the end of the week, it was just a Wednesday and Thursday quick one this week, everybody. I'll put out another one next week that you'll have for every single day. I want you to make sure that you check out the YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe to it, and make sure that you enable your notifications so that you can see each day when the new one's been put on, the new video's been put on. Don't want this to cause any stress for anybody. I just want the kids to have some activities to do just to keep them fresh and keep them sharp. Make sure you play a lot. Make sure you read a lot. Make sure you snuggle a lot. And until we see each other again, I love you all so very much. I would love to hear from you. Send me a letter or send me a text. Send me a picture. I've already gotten a couple sweet pictures from you. So keep it up, because I'm going to miss you awful bad until we do get to see each other. So that's the end of our first week together. I love y'all so much, and I'll be talking to you real soon.